And how many times, have you heard me say, sometimes we climb the ladder of success, and once we get to the top, we realize it's leaning against the wrong building. And what we don't realize is that God wants, you're living here, and God says, I want a whole dimension I want to take you to. What if he gains the whole world but forfeits his soul, loses himself in the process? And what can you give in exchange for your soul? This is what Jesus knew. Jesus knows what we are. Look here. Jesus knows what we are. He starts talking about the soul. The soul. The culture that we live in will not talk about the soul because they don't know how to talk about the soul. So the culture that we live in talks about the body, the surface level. So you learn things, if you watch late night TV or you can't get to sleep at night, you learn how you can lose X amount of pounds by drinking certain juicers. How many have 2 of those in the garage? Put your hand up. I got 2 of them in the garage. I never use them. How many got a couple of those Abercisors laying around in the attic? Come on now, I got time. How many got, and it's all this stuff that's going to make you tone and fit. And how many got a box of some kind of pill that if you just took a bunch of these pills, you're going to, and how many, it just goes on and on and on. And here's the level that we know how to work. And then if it's not about your body, it's about your wallet, right? Late night, what's it about? How to make a mint in real estate. How to make a mint in, right? And everything that you're programmed to is to take care of this level. Nothing wrong with taking care of this level. You got to make a living. You need to eat bread. Everybody needs a little bread. By the way, I think it's kind of cool that this is referred to where I grew up as bread. Some bread, some skin. But Jesus says, a man does not live on bread alone. The problem is this. We live in a bread-only culture. All you need is just make a little more bread. All you need is this and liposuction. And it's good. And we focus on what? Our stomachs, our face, how we look, our figure. And these are the things that our culture is completely obsessed with. And instead of saying, God wants to take me to another level, we just try to eke it out, survive, and scrap on this level and stay as young looking as possible, as long as possible. And if I just had some of that Cindy Crawford cream, that doctor from France, If I only had this. We just fight. This is important. We just fight on this level. Just fight. Peter's like, no way, Lord. Now get this. What did Jesus say? I'm going to die. I'm going to be crucified. And then Jesus told them, I'm going to be what? Resurrected. Peter's trying to talk Jesus out of the resurrection. No way, Lord. Why? Because he didn't want to go down the stairway of surrender. Here's what